I watched Dandadan, and it's a masterpiece. Now, I don't say that lightly. You ever come across a show so weird, so over the top, that you expect it to fall apart, but somehow it doesn't? It just works? That's Dandadan. It's chaotic. It's heartfelt. It's hilarious. It's deeply emotional, all at once. This anime doesn't just break the rules, it sets them on fire and dances on the ashes. But here's the thing, that's what makes it brilliant. When I say masterpiece, I don't mean flawless, I mean fearless. Dandadan dares to be weird, wild, and unapologetically itself. And that's why it's unlike anything else out right now. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why this show might just be the most creative, chaotic, and heartfelt anime of our generation. If you want to get paid to use Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, click the link in the description. It also supports the channel, so win-win. What makes Dandadan different? At its core, Dandadan is a shonen. But honestly, calling it that feels too small. This series feels like 10 genres collided at light speed. The occult, romance, school life, action, comedy, horror, even music and dance. And somehow, it all fits. Normally when anime tries to juggle that much, it turns into a mess. But Dandadan, it doesn't just juggle. It performs a circus act with confidence. One minute you're watching a ridiculous exorcism battle. The next you're crying from laughter thanks to Turbo Granny. And before you can breathe, the story hits you with a surprisingly tender emotional moment that just lands. It's like the show refuses to let you rest. But you don't want to rest. Every scene feels alive. And that's the first sign of something special. The characters. But chaos alone doesn't make a masterpiece. Characters do. Meet Ken Takakura, aka Okurin, awkward, kind-hearted, and just a little too obsessed with UFOs. And then there's Momo Ayase, confident, brave, and a believer in ghosts but not aliens. Together, they're opposites that shouldn't work, yet somehow they do. Their chemistry is awkward, hilarious, and ridiculously charming. It's that perfect mix of teenage crush energy and supernatural madness. And it never feels forced. Then you've got the supporting cast. And trust me, this lineup is stacked. Seiko Ayase, Momo's grandma, is a spiritual powerhouse with no chill. Ira Shiratori is pure chaos energy. Jin and Joji adds emotional depth and tension. And Turbo Granny, possibly the weirdest, most legendary menace in anime history, is the kind of character that steals every scene she's in. What makes this crew work isn't just how funny or cool they are, it's how real they feel. They're a dysfunctional little family you can't help but love. Every dynamic, every bit of banter feels alive and authentic. And before you realize it, you're not watching for the fights anymore. You're watching because you care. The story and pacing. Now here's where Dandadan really flexes its storytelling muscle. This series doesn't waste a single frame. Every episode moves, the story constantly evolves, introducing new supernatural elements without ever feeling bloated or stale. You've got aliens, you've got ghosts, you've got curses, psychic powers, love stories, all somehow woven together into one coherent wild ride. Just when you think you figured out what kind of anime this is, it shifts. Action? Nope. Now it's a heartfelt coming-of-age story. Comedy? Nope. Now it's a cosmic horror. And then suddenly, you're crying over a character you didn't even expect to like. It's unpredictable, but never chaotic for the sake of chaos. There's confidence in the direction, like the creator knows exactly how far to push before reeling you back in with emotion. That balance, that rhythm, is what keeps you locked in from start to finish. The art and energy. Let's talk visuals. Because Dandadan doesn't just tell a story, it explodes with it. The art style is pure energy. Every frame moves like it's alive. Every punch, every chase, every transformation feels like someone cranked the intensity to 11. The animation dances between chaos and control. Comedy and horror often share the same scene, but it works. It's visually unhinged, but meticulously crafted. And the faces, oh my God. The facial expressions in this show deserve an award. They're exaggerated, hilarious, and somehow still carry emotional weight. Then there's the soundtrack. From eerie alien hums to heartfelt piano cues, the music doesn't just accompany the story, It amplifies it. It's like every sound is part of the show's heartbeat. By the time you realize it, you're not just watching Dandadan, you're experiencing it. Thematic depth. But here's the secret behind Dandadan's chaos. Beneath all the insanity, it's a story about connection. It's about two people, completely different, totally opposite, finding a reason to believe in each other. It's about courage, about belief, about discovering what really matters when the world gets weird. The romance between Okaroon and Momo isn't rushed or cliche. It's earned. It grows out of shared danger, shared laughter, shared vulnerability, and that's the beauty of Dandadan. It's not just fun, it's meaningful. It's weird, loud, unpredictable, but it never loses its heart. That's why people are calling it a masterpiece, because in between the ghosts, aliens, and chaos, it's deeply human. Why it sticks with you, and the wild part is this. Once Dandadan gets into your head, it stays there. Not because it's the flashiest or the most dramatic, but because it feels original in a way that reminds you why you got into anime in the first place. There's this sense of discovery in every episode, like you genuinely don't know what kind of moment is waiting around the next corner. Will it be bizarre, emotional, absolutely unhinged? Probably all three. And somehow it makes sense. It sparks that feeling of, I have to talk to someone about this. The second the credits roll, it's the kind of show you recommend to a friend, then sit there watching them watch it just to see their reaction. And when something can do that, when a story becomes an experience you want to share, that's when you know it's special. And even days later, random scenes just pop back into your head for no reason, like your brain quietly rewinding the chaos. That's how you know it didn't just entertain you for a moment. It left a mark. Comparisons and closing thoughts. If I had to compare it to anything, it'd be Mob Psycho 100. Both shows are ridiculous on the surface, but beneath the humor and madness, they hit you right in the soul. Dandadan is fearless. It experiments. It risks failure. And every time, it sticks the landing. It's not afraid to be bold, to be strange, to be itself. And that's rare. So yeah, I get the hype. In fact, I think it's more than justified, because Dandadan isn't just another anime. It's a reminder of what anime can be. It can be funny. It can be terrifying. It can be romantic. It can be profound. It can be everything, all in one breath. So if you haven't watched Dandadan yet, do yourself a favor. Go watch it. Trust me, once you do, you'll understand why so many people can't stop talking about it. Beat. But hey, that's just me. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you watch the next one about Hunter x Hunter. Won't want to miss out.